Welcome to my video and this view down from the most spectacular lot in the Central Valley of San Jose in San Antonio de Escazu. As we zoom in, you can see from this elevation that is the roof of the National Stadium in Sabana Park, and that's looking up over to Volcan Barva up in the clouds there. Now we're going to take a 360-degree spin around of the Central Valley. Now this is our view out over the center of the city property. In the foreground we see the Llama de Bosque, or Flame of the Forest. Trees are in full bloom right now, and the city expanding into our area now. Up in the distance there, that is Volcan Irazu, also in a little bit of cloud this morning. As we come across that, there is what's known as Ochomogo. That is your view out, and the road out to Cartago over top of the Alajuelita and Desamparados part of the city. Now we move up into our mountain area and our perch and our very unique ridge we're sitting on here to give us this view. As we swing around, this is Cerros de Escazu, a rather steep mountain behind us here, and this is where all the water from Escazu comes from. Now we're viewing over San Antonio de Escazu, and out to the west around the corner there is the airport. It's not seen from here. This is a view down over top of Escazu. Just getting out of the tree out of the way here for a bit. In the very far distance there in the clouds is Volcan Poes. Very well known as a popular tourism area. Zoom in now. This is the core of the business, or the Golden Mile of Escazu, that many people are familiar with. That's a mere 15 minutes down into San Rafael there, and about 20 minutes to Malta Plaza. The view off in the distance on the other side of the valley is all Heredia. And we swing around, and back in the distance there is Barva once again. And also you'll find the highway that goes out to Limon Province in that little, right there in that valley there. And then a view out, you can see the Banco Nacional building down, which used to be the one and only tall building. And when I first came to Costa Rica, that's almost all there was. None of that residential area was there. So some more details to add to the video that I didn't go into when I was up on the mountain site. For those that are not familiar with what is available in the San Jose Central Valley, or what is known as the GAM, General Area Metropolitano. Anyways, in this zone, as I mentioned, this lot is the most spectacular lot in the whole side of the valley, in that it's easy access. There's no killer roads to get over. You can be 15 minutes in Escazu, 15 minutes to Sabana Park, 20 minutes to Multiplaza, about 35 minutes to the airport. Easy road access to get to the property. And yet it is on quite a pedestal. It's over 200 meters, or well over 600 feet above the valley bottom. So therefore, what's unique about the property is it puts it, close access to the city, but not in the city. And as you can see from the panoramic views, as you saw in the video, it certainly has one very spectacular view. Other areas that are as high tend to be much further away from the center of the valley, and therefore much longer roads, tougher access. And if you get higher, then it just plain well gets colder and foggier in rainy season. So there is no better location really for a luxurious executive home than on this particular lot. I know this valley extremely well, and there really is another one. Yes, I have a bias because we live on the property. This is a farm. It is not a condominium. It is not an urban setting whatsoever. You look down and you see the city basically is moving up to our doorstep in essence, but it will never be here because the plan regulador or basically the urban plan does not allow for any lots less than this 7,000 meters or 1 3/4 acres. You cannot segregate a smaller lot there at all, unless you're on a public road. Well, this lot is well above a public road. There's no public road particularly close to it. Therefore, no neighbors will ever be close and encroach upon you. It will not turn into urban hell, as one might call it. So it is a rural setting, and yet with all the closeness to great city services. So that's what's unique. The view, the access, all of this is a package that is really quite unusual, and hence why the price is what it is. One is commensurate with the other. We have another lot the same size without the 360-degree view, the same as this. It's a lower lot, and that one is at $70 a square meter instead of $100 a square meter. But anyways, that gives you kind of an idea of what our view is of the property. We live on the property ourselves, so there is a road going up to this lot that would have to be improved and the new gate put in. But anyways, there's no public access whatsoever. It's very private property and will always be that way, and certainly because we live here as well. So that is a bit about the uniqueness and the situation specific to this property that's quite unusual, and I say really it is one of a kind property. I could probably count on one hand how many situations are like this in the whole valley, and pretty much most of them are already developed, whereas this farm has been basically left undeveloped since it was first segregated off 34 years ago. Anyway, so a unique opportunity for the person looking for that type of a setting. So it is, very specific. Anyways, that gives you some more the details, more specifics about it. I look forward to anybody sending any questions, inquiries, or just simply wanting to visit and see what it's all about.